Hello students, I am going to try to get through this video for you all. This is like my 800th take, I think. I just keep trying and failing, so there's going to be a lot of errors in it. I'm giving up trying to make it perfect. I'm just going to roll with it, so just bear with me. Normally what I have my students do is buy a handbook. I'm trying to figure out the camera here. A little Seagull handbook that has all of the different formats that you'll need for citations, MLA, Chicago style, APA. I only require MLA in this classroom, so most of my students, they buy the book and then they end up using the electronic tools anyway, so I'm going to try to roll with that this semester and just do that. One thing that's really easy to do a citation in MLA style is if you're on the library's database, which is already required that you use some articles from the database. So let's just say I'm doing an essay on cancer treatment. I found an article that I really like, and I've got it pulled up here, and I want to cite it so I can add it to my works cited page. First off, I did want to show you guys, I think I've talked about it in my some of my classes, but not all of them. So do you see how there are like several different authors here on this cancer treatment article? A lot of times when you get a topic like cancer or something, you know, that's very, very big, a big topic, you're going to have a lot of researchers work together on it, so they're all considered the authors. And when that happens, I don't think that's showing up here. There's a way to minimize this so that on your works cited page you don't have 50 authors listed. If there's 3 or more authors, you're going to only give the author's first name, and then you're going to give this little fancy ATAL after it. It's Latin for and others, so in case you want to impress anyone at the next party you go to, that should work. So let's just say I'm on this website. I want to use this article. I know it's scholarly. I know it's going to be usable, and I want to pull some quotes from it. I'm going to go ahead and go here and click this little Cite button. I'm just on the article's main page before I actually click on the article. So just click Cite. Okay, hold on one second. For some reason my computer keeps wanting to freeze. Okay, I'm going to have to pause it and restart. Alright, so let me click Cite again, one more time. Okay, if you look over here to the left, there's this blue lettering. That's the style of the formatting that the citations are given in. And APA is one of the more popular ones. I use MLA, that's what I require. So be sure you scroll down to where it says MLA here. And then this right here, this whole thing, is the citation that you will need. If you notice, it says the ATAL here. There's that little Latin phrase for and others. So all I'm going to do is copy this, and I'm going to go over to my Google Docs. Actually, I don't want that right now. And let's go to center it. Before I type in my first citation entry, I want to be sure that I don't know why that gray is showing up there in the background. But I want to center my title, call it Works Cited. That's what your MLA page should be. And then make sure you align left. Okay, so I've got my iPad up here too, because I know there's an easier way than how I'm doing it to give this citation. So I want to do Command B, and then you might not notice it, but this looks a little bit different. Let's go back to the original library webpage. You see how this first line is aligned left here, and then the subsequent lines are all tabbed over just a little bit to the right? That's how we want it. For some reason, when we copy and paste it, it does the same thing in Word usually too. It reverses it. So we want to switch this out, and I'm looking on my directions, and it says go to Format, Align and Indent, and then Indentation Options, and I want Special, and I want to click Hanging. It's called a hanging or a reverse indent. And then let's apply. Look, and it switched it out for us. So that's how you do that. And all I did was I Googled that. To figure out how to click on that, I just Googled how do you create a reverse or hanging indent in Google Docs. So that did it for me. All right, so yay. And I know there's a really easy way to do it if you're using Microsoft Word. Again, just Google how to create a reverse or hanging indent for Microsoft Word. Okay, so we're going to keep going here. And now I want to show you, well, I should have been on here. I want to show you what to do if you need to cite a source that is not available on the library database. Maybe it's just a website that you're using and you still need to cite it, MLA style format. So let's say I found this article on the CDC's website about how to prevent cancer. And I'm looking for a date. Usually you have to have a date if you can find it for your article, or an author. I don't see an author. It's just a generally published on the CDC website. So no author, that's fine. And I'm looking, usually the date's at the beginning or the end. So I see here that the page was last reviewed on July 29th of 2020. So I'm going to go ahead and put that for my publishing date. And go to this website. It's called easybib.com. And we're going to create citations. We're going to choose our source. It's going to be a website because we're going to use that website from the CDC. So click on website if that's your source. So my back's hurting. I've been sitting in my bed all day doing work. Let's see. All right, so here's a thing you can just enter the URL. And I don't have that up here, so let me copy that. Go back to the website and copy the URL. Go back here and then just paste it in and click search. It should come up. Okay, and that was actually it. Healthy choices to lower your cancer risk. Let me make sure. Yep, okay. And we're going to click cite. Sometimes it'll ask you for additional information. Let's see if it does here. Yeah, so usually it asks you for the date. It's not asking me for the date. Oh, it already knows it. Okay. It's going to say we need your help with the publisher or the sponsor, which is the Center for Disease Control. So I'm going to go ahead and click continue. And there is no author, so I'm not going to worry about that. There is no listed author. And all of this is correct. It's the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. They're the website title and the publisher. So let's just click Complete Citation. Let's see. I'm going to have to do the free. Okay, so I went ahead and restopped at that point, so you won't have to watch the video. But my citation is gone, so let me put this in again. I shouldn't have to copy I think it's the last thing I pasted, but I want to make sure. So, create a new citation, website, copy that, and we're going to cite. I'm not going to worry about the publisher because the publisher should show up. Continue. There is no author, so we don't have to worry about entering the author's name. So let's just hit Complete Citation. And where's it at? Okay, here it is. It's saying missing info, but that's because it's saying that there is no publisher given, but the publisher is Center for Disease Control, and it's already in there, so I can just ignore that. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to copy it with those three dots, copy citation, and then I'm going to go over to my document. I don't want this one, this is the one I wanted. And I'm going to paste it in. Okay, so here we have it. You notice there's no author, so the first word of the article is what's going to come up first, and that's fine. And we do want to make sure that's in alphabetical order. Even though there's no author, we're going to use that first word of the article. Unless it's a or the, you don't ever use those. So we actually want to cut this and move it. Make sure it's at the top. Okay, so remember we need that reverse indent. So let's remember how to do this. Highlight it, click on Format, Align and Indent, Indentation Options, Special Indent, we want hanging, we want to apply, and there it is. I don't know why it's off just a little bit. Okay, let's see if we can do this again. So I'm learning this along with you guys. Every year it seems like I have to learn it because I don't do it enough, especially in Google Docs. Alright, so there we go. So now we have, it's alphabetized so far. We've got healthy comes before parasinus, and our works cited page is moving just along. That's how you do it. You can either use easybib.com as a citation generator. You're welcome to use a handbook if you've got one. Purdue OWL, I can't remember the website, but if you just Google Purdue, P-U-R-D-U-E, OWL, O-W-L, and then put MLA, their website will come up and they tell you exactly how to create a citation in MLA style. And they show you examples just like this too, so you can see it. So hopefully this is helpful information. Please, if you have any questions about it, feel free to email me or send me a text. Otherwise, I will talk to everyone later. Bye!